Guys, my family and I are going to carry you guys along to pull 2 crab pots in this shallow causeway coming into this barrier island that we're on here. Let's see what's in those crab pots.
Hold on, Olivia. Don't get your mermaid dirty. Harper, you got the basket?
For those 5-inch blue crabs, guys. We're right here in South Carolina. We need those 5-inch point-to-point blue crabs.
This is the one that had the big one.
You gonna get it on up for us, Graham? Yeah. These girls want to see what's in there.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, look at those big old crabs there.
Told you.
Wow, some big crabs.
Monsters.
Told you. Told you.
There's your opening right over there, buddy.
There's like 1, 2,
wow.
3, 4, 5. Wow.
Big jumbo crabs right here in this little shallow area, looks like, guys.
Oh, God.
Big #1 males.
Yeah. Yeah. All the things.
Look at there, what's some crabs. Don't put your hand in there. Okay. Watch out. I bet them will make some good crab cakes.
Wow.
Oh, that's a big one too.
We're not gonna need our measuring gauge, but there's our measuring gauge, guys. We got this 5-inch from inside to inside. And this crab right here, look at here. That's a 6 3/4 inch blue crab. We're measuring from this point out to this point. Look at there.
Oh, yeah.
And there's one. I can see the smallest one, Graham. We're gonna go for the smallest crab. Let's go for that guy right there. Let's see what size he is, because I believe they all keepers.
Oh, big rusty.
Big rusty male. Heavy too. Is he heavy? Feels like he's a keeper. Pretty.
All right. So 2, 4, 5 keepers out of that one.
Can you count them, Harper?
3, 4, 8.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Okay, your count's better than ours. Let's go on down to the next one and pull it.
8 claws.
8 claws.
Couple missing claws.
Yeah, a couple of them was missing claws.
All right. Come on, Chrisley, me and you'll walk. Peppy, bring the golf cart. Come on. Come on. Is it 8?
No, it's 9.
Oh.
All of them had one but them. All of them had all of them but one.
Oh, come here. Oh. Have you been enjoying those Oreos? It looks like it.
Y'all need a ride?
We almost made it now.
Y'all chicks looking tired.
We've been hard at it all day, haven't we, Chrisley? The pool and a boat ride.
Wow.
How many keepers we got in there?
4, 8, 9.
9?
Yeah.
I don't see 9. You say, or is there gonna be 9 total? Is that what you're talking about, Harper?
Yeah.
Okay. I think that's a girl right there.
Yeah, I see 2 keepers in there, looks like.
Watch out. Watch out, Harper.
Okay.
He's gonna shake them out. Yeah, this is a female right up here.
Yeah, that's a tiny one up there.
So we'll get this. There you go.
Whoa!
Hey, how are y'all?
Daddy.
Gotta get your measuring gauge.
Yeah. You gonna go through them, Green?
Yeah.
That's a big female right there. Are we gonna keep that big female, or are we gonna let her go?
There we go.
We're gonna let her go, guys. That is a keeper though, so add her to our count at the end. Uh-oh, let's get her on in the water. She's stuck down here and I don't want her to
Imagine the comments.
Get down in there and get die.
Yeah, because that will be sad if she dies.
Yep, we're trying to put her back in the water.
Yeah.
There she is.
Ah!
Look
That
at
one.
her.
Bye.
She's up.
Bye bye. So pretty.
He's so pretty.
That's tiny.
Let's see
He's
here.
tiny. I think she's tiny.
That's a small little male.
Yeah.
See his little pointed apron.
Yeah. Gotcha. Go.
Oh, I'll let you touch the next one. I'm sorry.
Me gotcha.
How about this one here, Gran? Let's get that one right there.
Me gotcha.
Okay. That's a small one.
Let go.
Wait a minute, wait a minute. Let me get him where you can hold him. Hold him by his claws like this. Grab him. Hard. Grab him.
Grab him hard. Really, really hard.
All right, don't let them get you.
Oh.
Look at me, Harper, with him.
Say
You
cheese.
got it?
Cheese.
Throw him back. Throw him back.
No, boy. You didn't let me hold one.
Let's see here. We'll put them in here, Gran, because we know both of them are keepers.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that
Don't
one.
let him get you.
I want to hold one.
That ain't a keeper, is it?
Oh, he's looking like he's still gonna make it.
Oh,
Yep. He's about 5 and 8. So that's 2 keepers.
I want to hold one.
We'll get you one.
That one.
There's 3. That's a big guy.
There you go.
A little tiny one underneath the bottom.
Both of them are
Olivia, you
keepers.
want to hold that one?
That's 5 in here.
Olivia, you want to hold this one?
I like to keep my crabs upright. A little bit of ice on them if you're gonna, you know, be out for the day.
Small one right there.
Small one here, Olivia.
Your daddy's got one, Tootie.
Here.
No, hold him right.
That's a big one, Gran.
Flip
He
your
can
hands
go
over.
in there.
Flip
That's
your hands
1,
over.
2, 3, 4,
Yep.
5,
No, the other
6.
way. Yep, like
We
that.
got 7 big keepers.
No.
And we've thrown back, what, about 4 or 5?
Yeah.
2 crab pots. We had it baited with fish carcasses.
Flip your hands over.
They've been soaking a little bit too long, but we ended up with 7 keepers and we're happy for it. And these girls are glad to see them too.
Look at me. Oh, there's like a little girl.
So show them the difference in the girl and the boy real quick.
Boy.
This is the girl. She's got the triangular shaped apron. Uh-oh. She got you, Harper?
Yeah.
She did?
Let me see your finger. It didn't get you too bad. And there's the boy. Look at the boy crab. See the difference in the aprons?
No, don't let him get your hand.
One's pointed, one's got that triangular
I want
shape.
to let him go.
That's it. It's all gone.
You can see she's got those red claws.
Let him go. Got it.
So y'all got to thank everybody on YouTube. Say, YouTube family, thank you for coming along. So guys, before we clean our crabs, the first thing that we want to do is we're going to ice them down. If you're ever, you know, crabbing and then you get into cleaning your crabs, always ice them down first. It kind of puts them in a state where they're not as active. They go kind of dormant. It doesn't take much, just enough, and let it sit on them. Let them sit in that ice like that for, you know, a few minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, or when you're out enjoying your day of crab. So I believe these blue crabs are chilled down now. We're gonna go out here and clean these crabs real fast. We'll show you how we clean crabs here in South Carolina, or how I clean crabs, because lots of people, you know, they like to eat their crabs or cook them whole when they're steaming them or boiling them. I don't. We don't. We like to clean ours. And you can see those crabs, that ice has slowed them down. They're pretty easy to manage, so I just usually grab right here, place my thumb right on top of where his fin or his claw is right here, guys. Right here. And just pull up on that corner. Rip that facial features off. You got to get these dead man fingers off, definitely, guys. And pull that apron from under them. Real quick. So cleaning crabs really isn't tough at all. There we go. And those are what they call the dead man fingers, but they're actually the lungs of the blue crab. And we never eat those. Always heard that they'll make you sick. Look at that big guy right there. Let's see what some of these big ones are measuring too. We got a little measuring thing right here. That one there is 6 inches. That's a 6 incher. Big nice one here. And all this stuff right here, nothing goes to waste. It'll go right back into the marsh area here and feed the minnows and stuff that are coming through the area. That's a big guy. What you think about him, guys? Look here. He's a hair over 6. He's not bigger point to point, but he's a bigger body crab. Heavy too. Full of meat. Some blue crab, you know, according on when you get into them, they can be big crabs, but they're not full of meat. They'll be soft too. If you ever get one like that, you can kind of feel around on his body a little bit right in here. And if he's not really hard like this crab here, I cannot even move him. I can't budge that shell. The other ones will be soft. That's a 6.5 one here. A little bigger crab, big body. Is that it?
Last one.
Last one more.
And this is a crab sticker that South Carolina has right here, and it shows you what you're measuring from point to point, and that the South Carolina legal limit is 5 inches. So you can put it up there. You can see this one actually makes it, even though it's a smaller crab, but he's got some long points on it.
In some states, I don't believe y'all guys have any kind of size limit like Florida, unless it has changed. We do. 5.5 inches. 5 inches, I meant. Sorry about that, guys. Trying to focus on this and talk with you guys.
The 5.5 and over are
all this stuff right here, right on in the marsh.
The 5.5 and over are considered the #1 crabs. They get paid a little more money for those.
Then the next step of the process is you just want a hose, and my hose is kind of getting worn out up here from being in the sun, but you just want a hose with pretty decent pressure. Let's see if we can get some pressure coming in. That's good enough. And we want to take these crabs and just spray them really hard right in there. Look how clean that is. Look how white that meat is in those blue crabs. You don't know what you're missing if you ain't eating blue crab. Can you open the cooler for me right there? There we go. Here, see all that? Oh, and in some areas, I know up north, like Maryland and different places like that, and even around here, some people, it's a sin to wash all this out.
Yeah, they call that the mustard, and they love the mustard out of it.
And all that is it's the stored fat in the blue crab. It's just fat, that yellowish part right there. I believe. I'm not too sure about it.
That's what I've heard as well, so I believe you're right.
I'm just a crabber. I'm not a crab specialist.
That's right. We just like to eat crab. And we just recreationally crab. We don't get crab to sell or anything like that.
Look how pretty that meat is. And if you got a hose with one of the wands on it, you know, that really works well too. I'm just using, you know, my finger here. My hose don't have any end on it. Everything I got's tearing up. But that's okay. We're making this. Oh, I can hear it rumbling off in there. Look at that storm cloud. Wow. You can see the wall of it. And that thing, I hope it's headed away from us.
Yeah, 'cause we've had enough bad luck today.
Bad luck.
Clear this way, so that storm kind of following along that direction.
I heard them saying about if I didn't have bad luck, I wouldn't have no luck at all. That's the way our day has been.
Can anybody else relate to that?
Thank God it could have been worse. One thing I want to tell you guys, when we was out shrimping, right, we was coming back, the boat was running hot and stuff. We get down back to the boat landing, and I see this boat sitting on the landing. I'm like, geez, what's going on? There's not even a trailer under it. And sure enough, when we get on up there, there was a guy. And I just want to mention this to you guys because a lot of us do it. They had unhooked the strap off the front of their boat before they backed it in, or before, as they were backing in. And as they were backing it down, the guy that was driving it, it was coming down the ramp, and he kind of touched those brakes, and it had those like rubber or plastic skid plates on the runners, and that boat slid right off, guys. And they had to get a rollback, pick the boat up, drag it up on it, back down in the water, take that boat off. And I said to myself, you know, maybe your day ain't going as bad as you think it is. You know, things can get worse, guys. It can always get worse.
Thank goodness you guys made it back to the land, and that's the most important part.
I'm feeling good. I'm happy as I can be. That's all I can say. Life's a struggle, life's a battle. If you're gonna do things, and you're gonna always have issues. The real key is, the thing that you got to try to do is just overcome them. Just keep pushing along. This day's gonna come to an end just like every day for us. We'll get through it. We're gonna show you guys how we're gonna cook these crabs up here, and even show you how I've figured out a good way to pick the meat. So guys, first of all, I just want to, you know, show my appreciation to my family for coming here this weekend and spending time with me, just by telling them, you know, I love you right here on YouTube. I really enjoy being with my granddaughter and all of them, and my son and Jamie and Stephanie today on Mother's Day. So I got a quick little crab recipe that I want to share with you guys. It's a very simple recipe. I've already, you know, brought the crabs back in. Didn't rinse them anymore. You know, I don't want to rinse all the flavor out of the crabs, right? So all I'm going to do is lay them out in a pan. And you can see we're going to have us a little pan full. And some pretty crabs too. Got some garlic. We're just going to sprinkle this across them. And I really don't worry about, you know, too much seasoning on my crabs while I'm cooking them. Because when I get through, I like to melt some butter in a glass cup or, you know, metal cup, anything. It really doesn't matter. Melt it. And then I add some Old Bay also in with my butter. So that when I'm, you know, going through my crabs and cleaning them and getting ready to eat them, I just dip it in that, you know, save on some seasoning That's my way of doing it. A little bit of Old Bay. We're gonna sprinkle it all over them. That way, you know, if you like me sometimes, you might even take those old crab claws and this and that and other and even stick them in your mouth and kind of break the shell. Not that it's good for your teeth. Don't try that. If you're gonna really, you know, clean crabs, always make sure you got some utensils for getting the meat out of the shell. We have this, and we have these little things right here that, you know, you can kind of dig the meat out of the claws and body. Once I do that, guys, on each piece, I just grab me an old butter knife and I'm just going to cut a little piece of butter. We're not going to go real heavy on it because, like I'm saying, we always dip our crab back in butter and seasonings as we're eating them. And yeah, my hands are pretty clean, guys, because you can see I have done took me a bath. I was so tired, and that bath kind of relieved me a little bit. We're going to put this thing on bake, preheat it, 350. Let this oven preheat. And we're going to throw these crabs in that for about, you know, 20 to 25 minutes. We're going to bake them. That's what we're going to do. When they get ready, we'll show you guys how they look, and we're going to show you how we pick that meat. We're going to go through that method with you too. And guys, I've decided to cook some of this mishap seasoned rice, this yellow rice, with these crab. It's great with shrimp and stuff also. It's just a filler. We got 1 2/3 cup of water and a tablespoon of olive oil. We're going to add the rice to it. Seasonings are already mixed in. Get that right there. It just tells you to get it in here and bring it to a boil. And then we're going to just cover it and let it simmer for 20 minutes. May even come up with a little something else to go with it. Or we may just eat rice and crabs and eat some snacks later on tonight. What you think, Steph?
Whatever.
Crabs and rice sound good to me right now. I'm hungry.
Yep.
This old boy hungry. Or the perfect little metal ramekin type cups that we're using to melt our butter in. And as this is simmering, we'll just place them close to the eye. Let it melt that butter so we can get that Old Bay in it to dip our crab in. Oh, it's smelling good. I wish this was smell-o-vision. Fluff this rice a little bit. Smells good.
It does smell good.
And the crab are ready also. We're gonna get them out. Now 9 times out of 10 when we're cooking crab, we either boil them or steam them. We have baked crab before. I can't remember exactly how easy they were to get the meat out of. So that's going to be a thing that we're going to see it. You know, we did cook them about 20 minutes, baked them 20 minutes, just like we told you we would. And decided just to have the rice and the crabs tonight. I got a little cutting board here. And I'm gonna grab one of these crab real quick. And I'm gonna show you guys, you know, the way that I've seen others deal with their crab. One of the toughest things about blue crabs to me is the body meat. Getting the meat out of the body. The way I seen them do it, and these are very, very hot still, so bear with me, guys. Bear with me. There's a little meat right there. You can see it popping out. But what they did, guys, they just come in here and they cut the legs straight off. Each side. And I usually don't do my crab this way. It looked like they made it look so easy and stuff. I wanted to give it a try, so I just get that body in half and then flip it over on the side where you cut the legs off, and you want to cut it straight down the middle again. And look at that white meat. And we'll do the same thing to this side. And this is where this device right here, guys, this little tool right here, this is what's going to make this right here. See how you can just use that tool and flake that meat right out? Oh man, they're delicious. Our butter's ready. And we're just going to add just a little shake of the Old Bay straight into our butter. That's the way I like to do it, because I love to get that flavor on my meat. And usually, like Steph, when we're eating crab, she'll like just go through, you know, one whole crab, right? And believe it or not, most of the time, most of the meat from a blue crab will fit in this container. And she'll just go through the whole crab, picking it out, letting it fall right down into that butter. I'm not good on waiting around like that. She is. She's got the patience for it. I like to get mine, dip it straight in there and go to eating, but this right here is the perfect way to get that meat out of those crab. Look at the crevices. Look how empty it is. It's coming right out of there pretty good. You can see what we're going to be eating tonight. I think some of the best meals are the meals when you go out and you spend a day out on the water and you are so tired and hungry when you come home. It just tastes so good. It gives you that energy back, that energy you need to get that good night's sleep, right? Because I'm not doing nothing else tonight. I'm done. I might sit around and try to make edit some videos or something like that, but I'm gonna be just chilling out, guys. I thank you guys so much for coming along on this video with me and my family pulling those crab pots and my friend LaGrand. And this old boy right here loves each and every one of you. I always like to look at the videos as I put them up to see how many views they get. And guys, if you're a YouTuber like I am, you're gonna do that. That's my goal, is to get the views, to bring you guys on as many videos as I can, to connect with you guys, to hear the things that you have to say, the things that you like to do, the crabbing, the shrimping. I got guys that are talking to me about shrimping, crabbing, you know, shelling, all the things that we're doing right here in Beaufort, South Carolina on the channel. We don't hardly skip out on videos. We're just going to show you guys whatever we're doing. I'm not promising nobody nothing, no specific videos. I just can't do that at this time. So you guys take care, and until the next time, Steph and I and others will see you guys out on the water. Dear Lord, we thank you for this day. We thank you for this journey of life. We ask you to continue to bless us and lead us in the direction that you choose us to travel to spread your word. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Okay, Steph. I see you got your little cup full. How is it? Look at that flaky.
Got my mouth watering, I know that.
Look at that flaky white meat. To be honest with you guys, the 20 minutes on the crab, I feel like we're it was a little bit too long. I'm having a little harder time getting the meat out of the claws and stuff than usual. I would cut the time down to 15 minutes and try that. And we feel like nothing goes to waste. We're just gonna take these shells and what rice was left. Throw them in the marsh. This is gonna be some minnows' lucky day. There you go.
Return back to the sea.